That's like literally how I felt through this whole process. A couple of words that can explain, literally I have none, but what? Who am I? What did I build? Because IIE from its inception has always paved its own way. We've done things by our books and we've created our own rules. And a part of that was we never really pitched. So as you see a lot of agencies pitch talent to come join their agency, we never did. And of course I was told time and time again, there's no way your agency is gonna scale and grow if you're not pitching. So what a big ass slap in everybody's face that the agency continues to grow and the numbers we pull in as it relates to how many people want to be managed by the IIE family. Our team, our internal team is phenomenal and they rocked the shit out of this campaign. From the inception of really focusing on the incubator program, really honing in and having educational classes for the ladies who were interested in being managed by us. And then forming those group of women and really getting them ready to actually apply. And to see the amazing turnout, over 50% of the women in the incubator program applied to be managed by us. So it was upwards of 80 applications. Was I anxious? Was I scared? Was I nervous? Hell yeah, but not about picking who was gonna be a part of the agency. More so making sure that the application process was seamless. We wanted to make sure all the automations were perfect, and they weren't. Shout out to ClickUp for failing us and Asana for rescuing us, right? Because the whole process fumbled, and I'm so sorry. I hope no one noticed, but everything that could go wrong went wrong. But because of my amazing team, whenever something slipped through the cracks, they were right there ready to pick it up and keep the ball rolling. And so again, the process, people are like, was it hard choosing the ladies who you guys wanted to manage? And no, because a part of the incubator program is preparing and prepping women to actually apply and to get their businesses in a place where we can successfully manage them. So hard wouldn't necessarily be the word that I would use. It was a lot of work, ciphering between all the applicants to see not only who was a great fit for IIE, but who we could really help and support. We are amazing. I mean, I'm the best at what I do, and my team is too, right? So it was really finding women whose visions aligned with our working style, whose aspirations aligned with our resources, and who we could really help make it to the top. How did the campaign go? Ha! We killed it, right? I think you guys have heard me say that so many times. How do I have so much confidence in everything that I do? From being a manager to being a boss to being a baddie to just, being a leader. Preparation. Preparation is what gives me so much confidence. And my team and I have really been working on constantly preparing, but now we're really focusing on preparing earlier, which is often challenging when you're dealing with multiple layers and levels to a campaign, as well as multiple people. This campaign was brought to me by my amazing marketing team, and as you saw in our Becoming Tyra reel, I just took it and ran with it. When we decide to do something here at IIE, we go hard or we go home. And ain't nobody sending us home because we win in the show, right? We win in all the games. So we just went really hard in the campaign, from inception to finding inspiration from the actual show, America's Next Top Model, to seeing how can we put our own IIE spin on it. I cannot take credit for the idea. I cannot take credit for any of the content that was created. I can take credit for approval. My team, who's here right now, they show up and show out every single time. And what I can take credit for is empowering them to be their authentic selves and kick ass, show up and show the world who they are through the content that they're creating to inspire women to come over and let us manage them. So the campaign from start to finish was phenomenal. Seamless? Not, but phenomenal. We did a photo shoot. I became Tyra and lost my edges. One of our newest team members, Tori, she taught herself Adobe Premiere in like 2 days and killed it with a whole remake of the America's Next Top Model commercial. Not only has this campaign been beneficial in terms of us getting new clients, but it's really shown me the talent that I have the pleasure of working alongside of here at IIE. And it really has showed me that a lot of our efforts are external, But moving into the next 2 quarters, we're gonna pull back a little bit and make sure that some of our efforts are internal, grooming our internal team alongside of grooming our external team. So out of 80 plus applicants, we chose 4. And it was a team effort, from them applying and us reviewing the applications, checking out all of their social media platforms. And what we were looking for was not necessarily the following, but the consistency. And the consistency with quality, the consistency with the messaging, the consistency with understanding their personal brand and how they could also elevate the brands that they work with, right? So if you look at the 4 ladies that we chose, there is a range in the number of followers, but there is a common ground of quality content, consistent messaging, and on-target branding. The quality of the content that they have on their pages could easily show up in somewhere like Sephora Squad. As we see, there is someone a part of Sephora Squad, or the Ulta team, and we have someone that is a part of the Ulta team. So when you're a content creator, you want to make sure that the content you're creating resonates really well with your audience, but it also catches the eye of the types of brands and other companies that you want to work with, right? So all 4 of these young ladies did an amazing job with doing that. We have Jen Jackson, who from day 1 made herself be known in the incubator program. Jen is a phenomenal content creator, but what stood out the most about Jen was her hunger. She flew all the way from Canada to right here, sunny California, to meet me and our team at our 10-year anniversary. She had not applied to be a part of IIE. She had met us maybe on 2 Zoom calls where she stood out and stood up. I remember specifically on the first Zoom call we had, it was an info session. Jen rose her pretty little hand and said, "Are you gonna be able to pay me when I'm your client in Canada?" And I said, "Ooh, what?" That is not a general question. She was very specific with all of her questions directed toward her. She knew she was gonna be a part of this team, and I believe that her manifesting that through her words showed up through her actions. She showed up and showed out every single time. I did a live after the application phase opened up on Instagram, and I encourage everyone on there to create content and videos and submit them explaining to us why they would be a good fit for IIE. Out of 80 plus applications, we received 1 video. That video came from Jen. She poured out her heart to the point to where she didn't even give us the video. She sat on it, refilmed an intro to explain why she was so emotional in the video, and didn't even send it to me. She sent it to Axel. So it was just her raw authenticity that really made us look twice at the content she was producing, and it was hands down no-brainer, right? Then we have this sweet little Rachel, and Rachel was also a part of the incubator program, but what stood out about Rachel was not her involvement in the incubator program, but her involvement and support of IIE, myself, and our clients outside of her even being an applicant. She showed up to every Instagram live that I did, and not only watched, but participated, asking questions and commenting. You can see her comments, her likes, and her subscriptions on all of our clients beneath all of their photos. She was constantly supporting. And here at IIE, we are the IIE family, and we're very selective of who we bring in and allow into our family. But Rachel showed so many characteristics of an amazing family member from the jump. So yes, her content was phenomenal. Yes, her engagement was out of this world, but we knew that she would be a perfect addition to our family. So we chose Rachel. And our sweet Southern Belle, Miss Courtney. She is such a classic influencer. When you're on her page, not only do you see the quality content, the consistency, but there's this nostalgia that comes upon you because she's so authentic in the content that she's creating. And it really takes you back to the original purpose of the content creator, to connect with your audience, to create quality content that's going to help uplift and encourage you to live a better and a more productive life. Let alone, she is a mother and a wife and an all-around badass businesswoman. Yes, she has her own company, and we are just really elated over here at IIE to not only support her personal brand, but we're really elated to really support and help her build up her empire with her own company. Candace, my soul sister, and I call her that because if you take a look at her page and the company that she's built, She's very, very into self-care, and not your cookie cutter self-care of go to the spa, get your nails done, get your hair done, but that true self-care, how to take care of yourself internally and externally. And I personally resonate with that so much that I was drawn to her. Drawn to look at her page and check out her feed, where she just exudes strong, powerful woman. Strong can sometimes have a negative connotation when it relates to women, taking us out of our comfort of being feminine. But what Candace does is she really cultivated a space where women can feel strong and empowered to still be soft and feminine at the same time. Quality content, again, right? No brainer that Candace, along with all of the other women, have quality content. But what I wanted you all to see and understand from me having this conversation is it's more than the content. It's more than the followers. It's more the engagement when it comes to being a part of the IIE family. So where do we go from here? If you check out the ladies' pages, you probably see that they're super happy about being selected to be managed by IIE. But it's really our pleasure and an honor that they chose us. They chose us out of the hundreds and millions of agencies that they scouted and that scouted them. They had people knocking at their doors, asking them constantly to manage them, but yet they chose to become a part of the IIE family. And I believe they chose us because they know that me and my team are relentless. We are going to crush every single dream, goal, and aspiration that they have. We won't stop. Bad boy, right? Can't stop, won't stop. But all jokes aside, like, we love what we do here at IIE, and so we are ready to go hard for each and every one of our clients. And I just want to again thank all of you for rocking with us, supporting the IIE family, applying to be a part of the incubator program, doing another application to be managed by IIE. You hold a special place in my heart, and I just encourage you to keep going and to keep showing up for yourself so that we can keep seeing that amazing content that all of you are creating. So follow us along the journey as we grow as a company and help make these women's dreams come true. #IIE family.